Hi. With some thoughts, some reflections from what I did yesterday. I think I did two. What did I do yesterday? Anyway, I did a couple videos. I think I did some yesterday. One got posted to Instagram. Sorry, two to Instagram and one to YouTube. And I did get some feedback, like almost immediately, from everything I posted. And I thought I would respond to that. I actually taped a video or recorded a video earlier this morning, just not live, just a regular one. And I thought I could upload that to YouTube and it would eliminate all of the tech issues I've been having, but it didn't upload. I don't know what's going on, people. Somebody help me. So you'll notice today I have hands free using a tripod. So I love this. Let me, since this ring is flashing, let me first of all go to one of the comments I got from viewers, because that's why, for the record, I wasn't going to post again. I thought I needed to let some things marinate and do my own work before I come back and say whatever else. But because of some of the feedback, I thought, well, let me just quickly make a note of that. And also, I had some interesting experiences myself after posting this whole thing about going to the next level, and I thought it was important to kind of document those the feelings and the reactions I was having internally as well, because I think that's a very important part of this process. So first of all, I'm going to talk about these rings. So it's actually two rings I'm wearing. Let's see here. So two, right? This one with the larger stone it's called Larimar. It's a ring I purchased for myself when I was in the Dominican Republic a couple of years ago, and apparently it's a stone that's only found here. So I thought, all right, why not? And it's actually on the other side. If you flip it, I don't know if you can really see that. If you flip it over there, it's amber. But I like the blue because it goes with this other ring, which is turquoise right there. It's from my grandmother. And it came up because someone said, yeah, they're really pretty, but you're blocking because it's on your ring finger. So if you want to attract a relationship, you need to take that off. And I was like, oh, well, let me take them off then. And so, I mean, I'm aware that it's my ring finger, but I was like, they're pretty, and so that's the only reason I had them on. And they mean something to me. They don't fit on so the one ring fits on the other finger, like this, but my grandma's ring doesn't go over my knuckle. My knuckle's too big, and the other fingers don't really work, too big or too small. So that's why it was on the other finger. But for the sake of clear channels, I have no rings. I'm not married, I'm not engaged. So there's that. Wow. Second, my hair. Okay, you guys, just bear with me because look, it's morning time. I got up, I took my son to school, made him some breakfast, whatever, took him to school. I haven't done anything yet to myself to make, to beautify. I'm just, whatever, maybe that's a little bit better. Is that better? Maybe. Anyway, it's just what it is. It's just, that's why I said, it ain't pretty. This is what reality is like in my world. I mean, maybe one day I'll glam up for a video, but today's not that day, so. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to discuss was this feeling I had after I did the video of being really exposed and unsure of what my next steps were, right? Because I said, oh, I want to go to the next level, and I want these more things, I want more money, and I want more this, and I want more that in my life, and yeah, I have some great things happening, but I want more. I know there's more. There's definitely things right this minute that I can say I don't have. I don't even have a car at the moment, people, to be clear. When I got to this island, I just walked a lot initially and hopped on motos. And now I do drive a quad, but I want a car. And even the quad I have is something that is a loan to me. So, just to be clear, it's not all perfect and what have you. But by saying all that stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, now your whole life is on blast, Kelly, and you have no one to blame but yourself. Like when I mentioned the comment about 6 figures yesterday, like I want to make 6 figures in 2019, I was like, oh my God, now everyone knows I didn't make 6 figures in 2018. And is that a bad thing? Like, should I have said that? But whatever, it's what it is, and I want to make more. And so I guess I'm just being willing to be my own guinea pig and put some things out there so that people can feel like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm not the only one who's not making 6 figures or wanting more or wants a car or whatever it is, right? It's all part of the process. So I'm not alone, you're not alone. I think being uncomfortable is a very big part sometimes of what is involved in this work. I think if you stay comfortable, like if I were to just continue doing things as I'm doing them, I'd be here where I am. And obviously you can see it's lovely, but there are things I want. And excuse me, that I don't have right now. And I think I'm going to have to, again, level up, get to something, doing something differently, something else, something more, something different, whatever, to get the new stuff that I want. So what happened yesterday, as I said, I was laying in bed. I was very kind of, not agitated in a bad way, but I was restless. That's the word. I was restless. You know, I thought, oh, I'm going to get up and go get a snack from downstairs. And, oh, maybe I should just scroll on some internet. You know, I was like, why are you wasting your time? You can go to bed. Like, quit tripping. And then I was like, why, what is going on with you? Notice what's happening. Notice how you're feeling. Notice all this, you know, energy. You can't seem to kind of calm down. What's up with that? And I was like, I think that's part of this process. I think I'm getting to the point where I know I'm going to have to do some things differently. I've now put it out there for myself and for the world. And so now what? Now you're stuck. And I think that was me kind of going, oh, you know, that antsy feeling. So there's that. And I mentioned before a quote about, you know, you take the first step. Even if you don't really know what the first step is, maybe the first step is just saying, I want a new job, right? I want a new experience in life, a new relationship, I want a new baby. I want to move to someplace else. I want to, whatever it is, you want something. I want to go back to school. I want to accomplish something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I want to have a conversation with this person that's just been lingering and I'm avoiding it. Whatever it is, the first step may not be, okay, here's how I'm going to approach them. We're going to set up this date. We're going to meet. It may not be all that. It may just be recognizing and finally acknowledging, I really want this. I really want this. Making that declaration, okay? And then the next step is, you might not know, but maybe you just sit with the recognition that, you know, this is something I'm acknowledging now I really want. I want to get my degree. And then for me anyway, the process is, okay, I'm not really sure what's involved, so let me just be quiet and like step back, and this stillness thing, just you know, like really just taking some time to turn out to get off the phone, get off the computer, get off, you know, whatever thing you may be doing, to keep yourself busy, gardening, being busy with the kids, oh, I have another project, whatever it is, be like, okay, you know, all those things can wait. People will get fed, work will get done, but what about you, right? What about me? And so taking that time to honor what you said you wanted, you know, how do you find out if you're not paying attention? And it's so true, everything people say about, oh, all the answers are within. They are, but if you don't go in there, you cannot find them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be still. I'm tuning in. I'm noticing when myself is like, I don't want to be in here. It's too loud. You know, what do I do? And I freak out, like I did last night. And I go, that's interesting. I think you're kind of freaking out. You're a little bit nervous about not knowing what to do. Cool, great. And then you just keep on anyway. And see what happens. So I tuned in again this morning. I asked myself, oh, here's the other thing. So I was laying in bed like, okay, what you want is going to involve more discipline, right? And probably more organization. You've got to get your shit together a little bit more than you have it, right? You think you have your shit together, and in some ways I do, but it's together enough to get you here, but you want to go someplace else. How much more together can you be? And are you willing to do that? Are you really willing to get up in the morning if it means that every day? And, you know, 6 o'clock or 5:30 even, or, you know, and spend some time just being still. Are you willing to go to the gym on a regular basis? Because I go now about twice a week. Sometimes I falter even with that. My trainer's like, you need to come 3 times a week. To get the results you want, you need to be here 3 times a week. And the other day I was like, I'm tired, can I come later? And I went, but I went later. Those kinds of things, that wiggling stuff. Like, do you really want to get the results? Are you really willing to commit to it? Are you really willing to? And my answer was, yeah, I am. I'm a little nervous about that. I'm nervous about, like, with my business. Are you willing to just get your shit totally and be organized, like really organized? You know, it's all in here, but what if, I put the rings back on, sorry, I'm just used to it. Free myself, I am free, I'm available. So what will it take for me to level up in my business, to earn more, to achieve more, to be better at it, to be really efficient? That's gonna take some doing. And so, just recognizing that and sort of breathing through that. Also, acknowledging and accepting the imperfection in all of it, right? I'm appearing on video completely not made up, just, circles under my eyes because I have insomnia. Often I don't sleep because I'm thinking all the time or whatever, and showing up on video anyway with my hair looking like it does. I don't really care. If I did care, I'd do it. I care a little bit, but I don't want that to stop me. That's the point. And so it's like, it's an imperfect process. Even like, for the record, I did not set out ever to document my life online. Why would I expose myself like this to perfect strangers in a lot of cases? I wouldn't. But I was encouraged by a colleague of mine back at home in California before I left the country to do this. And initially it was about doing some online courses, like teaching online. And I was like, okay, whatever. I was working out a curriculum. And then she said, listen, you know what? That's fine, you can do that, but skip all that. Why don't you actually document what you're doing? You're moving out of the country with your son. Why don't you document that? That's much more interesting than this other stuff you're gonna be doing. And I was like, well, it is more interesting, but like, why would I do that? Like, who cares really? I mean, I care, but so what? And she's like, no, I don't think you understand. There are a lot of people out there that you could actually affect or inspire or help by sharing what you've been doing. So that's how this came about. And it has been a very imperfect process. If you look at some of the older videos or even ones like today and yesterday, this is not professional. This is just me sitting up here with my camera going click and talking about whatever it is. I'm trying to have some focus to my remarks, but a lot of times it's just kind of stream of consciousness and how I'm feeling and what I'm noticing. And I hope that that will help someone out there as well. I'm gonna wrap this up and say there's a lot of belief in yourself you have to have, even if you're not sure, like me, I'm totally not sure. Believe in myself. I do believe in God. I pray. I don't have any formula. I think it's just your intention and whatever you believe, your way of believing. What I read biblically says, knock, it'll be open, seek and you'll find, ask and it'll be answered. And I'm doing all those things. And I've been like, okay, God, look, I'm knocking, I'm seeking, I'm answering, I'm asking. So I need some responses here. So I think all those things combined, and being willing to be uncomfortable, being willing to be, in some instances, unbeautiful, not fully made up on the exterior, but really just getting it right inside, and then whatever, the rest of that stuff will come together. So I hope that helps. As I said, I wanted to post this today, mainly just to respond to some of the comments about, like I get a lot of comments about people go, oh my gosh, wow, as though I have everything in order and it makes sense and it's all, you're so lucky and that kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm glad it may look like that on the videos, but let me just let you know what happens when I'm off and I'm laying in bed going, shit, now what do I do? And how am I gonna, look, I have bills at the end of this week. I don't know how I'm paying right now, but I know it's getting done, right? So same thing. And with that, that's it. I'm gonna go do my day and, put my things in order and get some organization, some discipline in place. And I will talk to you guys later. All right. Oh, and I also hope, I'm trying to grow my audience. I'm not exactly sure why or where I see this going. I really don't know. But I do feel like it would be nice to have more viewers because, we can talk to each other and maybe you guys can help me and I can help you and we can share and it can be a bit of a community. I don't know. So if you're willing to do that, I'd be really happy. And I'll keep sharing along the way. I think I may not post for a while because, again, I'm going to try to do some internal stuff and see where I am led. And I'll keep you posted on that. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye. Off. Where's the off? There we go.